presenting the problem. I think you've done a very good job at demonstrating that. If we're going to get out of here by 9 o'clock, I just over 10 minutes left, and we focus on solutions to the problem. You've demonstrated the problem, you've made it very clear what the problems are, how complex it is. It'd be nice if we could talk about solutions.
And I have a good comment.
I was going to
Yes, sir.
address that. When you define the problem, what you're doing is defining what you're against. A solution defines what you're for. Make sense?
Yes.
So you basically have to go through different options for what's desirable and in fact what's achievable. So school choice, as far as I'm concerned, would be the most desirable solution. I'd like to feel we should fail at that. But then, to the extent that we have to deal with this issue now, as opposed to 5 years from now, when is school choice achievable? Well, it's slowly happening in some places already, but it's probably not going to happen tomorrow in Virginia.
Well, I will tell you that in Virginia, because of massive resistance, the authority to open or close any school in the state of Virginia is vested in the individual school boards of that state. So if you want school choice, elect your Republican school boards and make them give you school choice. Because they can open and close whatever schools they want. It is totally locally controlled. Because in the 50s, when they resisted segregation, the state came in and made everybody shut the schools down. In order to prevent that from happening again, in 1976, they did a big constitutional rewrite, and now the total authority over schools, every individual school in the state, rests with the local school board. So you could have school choice in Virginia right now.
I would posit that that was one of the talking points that we glom onto, say school choice, because that seems like it's a solution. In terms of what's achievable, I don't think it's achievable. I don't think it's within reach. And I think that you already have school choice, and the people that have the most school choice are the people who have the most means. And so we're relegating, there's 50.1 million children in K through 12 in the United States in public schools. There's just over 5 million in private or homeschool. So in the end, what's the greater responsibility? I'd say as citizens, whether you have children or not, whether your children graduated or not, you have the responsibility to watch your school board in terms of solutions. Are you watching your school board? It's tough, it's nitty gritty. Are you voting for your school board? Are you voting for all the candidates on your school board? Are you getting and supporting people to run for your school board? And are you going and speaking to your school board on the issues that matter? And it is, getting together and, whether it's a parentandchild.org of your own, working within your social organizations, within your churches, neighbor to neighbor, this is what's forming the fabric of the culture of the nation. It's the school boards. So that's, solution-wise, you have to decide to want to save your kids more than they're going to be relegated if you don't.
We're going to shift. We're going to shift with our 7 minutes we have up to some concrete action items, right? And I want to suggest something. I came prepared with lots of ideas, did you have something to say? I'll give you a moment.
If you don't walk precincts for people like Elizabeth Schultz, you're going to run into these problems. However, that's not the end of the game. You need to have then a litigation strategy. To sue, if you're in Fairfax or any other place, you'd have to have a kid in school gain standing to sue for what they're doing. Beyond that is the False Claims Act in Virginia, sponsored by Marty Williams, 2003. I put it in originally. Marty got it passed, which says if you're spending money without authority in the state of Virginia, everybody in this room becomes an attorney general and can sue to recover the money. That means you have automatic standing to sue. And from what Elizabeth is telling me, the ink on paper part of the Code of Virginia still is friendly to our side. But I would suggest to you to find some people who are willing to put their name in to pursue one of these courses. gender identity other than Mark Herring's outside, Mr. Blackface decision that he wants to have the homosexual agenda in the schools. It's not there. It's called the Dillon Rule. Some people have to be willing to sue either one way or the other as a parent of a kid's school for this false claims act.
Very good point. Let me read off a couple of takeaway concrete actions, and I'm going to email the ones that I've come up with to your leaders here. You guys can begin to talk about it. But really, I think we can draw a lot from what they've done. I think this is a great model, and I think having this piece of paper means you're well on your way, right? And it's all the legwork has been done for you. You just have to plug this in according to what you have. But we know that online in both Manassas and Prince William, only the objectives are listed. So it's really just a couple of bullet points. That doesn't explain what is actually there. And even when videos are explained, generally, you still have to see the video. And the only way you're going to do that is through two ways. To pressure the school board or urge them to put all the curriculum online, which is what Fairfax does. They've actually done a very good thing there. And they're one of the only ones to do that. So it can be done voluntarily. You don't need a state law, although that was the other state law that we're going to be pursuing heavily as a requirement that, hey, put it online. And that way, that almost solves most of the issues, because then you've got transparency, and parents will be up in arms if they see some of this stuff.
I mean, you could do that model for history. If you wanted to review every lesson in the history curriculum for every grade and rate those lessons, you could certainly do that. It doesn't have to be a sex ed curriculum. That's what we did because that was the problem that we were facing that our group cared about. But if there's another part of the curriculum that really bugs you, say so.
And another change we made happen is we made them affirmatively respond to parents who opted out. So the parents would receive confirmation that their children were opted out. So that puts the burden on the school system. Now, it would be better if we had your solution, but at least put a burden on the school system that they respond to parents saying, we have received your opt-out and we will provide an alternate curriculum
or
to your children.
to go further, I understand a couple of districts actually do have an opt-in. They've chosen to do that. So the school board, Prince William, Manassas could potentially do that. I would also say the requirement of being able to see the materials, in one sense, is limited by the code to parents. Now, I don't think any school board is going to deny any citizen the right to come see this stuff because they're not a parent, but they might. And they're not always very forthcoming. I think you should expect that. They're not going to make it too easy. But you can absolutely make an appointment to go to the school, any one of the schools, in their library, and they're supposed to, by law, keep all of this information. So someone from your group should, preferably a group of you, should, under your auspices of the Prince William and Manassas Family Alliance, should request this, go look at it all, get copies if possible, and then begin to do this. And that's really, I think, going to be your first step, because you don't yet know what's in the curriculum. Until you know that, you can't put a rating on it, and you can't get it out to parents. That's going to be the next challenge, is getting it out to parents. They've got a great website that is also a good model that parents in Fairfax can go on, and they can see all of this. And you can see all of the curriculum. A couple of other things with the 2 minutes I have left. You'll need to be thinking about getting a group together and going over this. Like they said, a lot of people are going to be interested to do that because they're going to want to know, well, what's in it? What's really in it? I didn't get to mention it, but in 9th grade, we talk about exploring sexuality in a number of interesting ways that I think people would find troubling in Prince William. There are a number of things, but ultimately it's not up to me to decide what I think. It's up to you all. And then it's up to parents to take that and decide to do something with it. I think, let me see, what else?
And I will say that we've had we've seen little changes. When we point out something in the curriculum that's really bad, like there was a phrase in one of the 9th through the 10th grade lessons that said something like, if abstinence includes refraining from this kind of sex or that kind of sex, and you know, we all felt that abstinence really included refraining from any kind of sex, right? It's not an if, it's an it does. And so we pointed that out on the website. That phrase is no longer in the curriculum. They didn't send out a press release saying they removed it, but when we reviewed it the following year, we saw that it was gone.
What about the video with the
So,
father?
yes, we got
That's
the,
a big-
we got
that's a
the
big
video. There was a video called Gonna Make It. That was a music video. That was a horrible video about a father repeatedly raping his daughter. I had very scary scenes of her shaking in bed and him on the edge of the bed. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And we got that removed. So you can make a difference if you point this stuff out and you publicize it and you make them defend what they want to do, and they can't defend it, you can get rid of it.
We've got horror stories in Virginia, you know, that have been addressed, and
Yeah.
it's happening, you know, in various places, and sometimes, a lot of times, it probably doesn't come to light. But there is a requirement that they post all of it, that they're going to have all the curriculum, and make it available before the school starts every year. So it has to, whatever they're going to use, they can't just decide on a whim. They've got to have it available for you to see actually in the summer before school starts. I know all of you probably have some ideas too, but hopefully we've laid the groundwork to help you kind of navigate this a little bit better. I know we'll make ourselves available to you all, and I'll get this list of things. But I think hopefully that provides some good context. I think you guys aren't as in nearly as bad a shape as Fairfax is in now. But so there is hope, but I'll hand it back over.
You will be.
Okay, thank you. Great night. Some real thinking going on here, some action items. Just really perfect. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Ruth Dale, our president, would like to say good night to you. And so let's bring Ruth up here. You got some closing remarks, I think. Ruth Dale, watch the wires. They'll get you.
Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth and Meg and Josh, for coming here, taking time to be with us and sharing your knowledge and experience with us. We are so grateful to you for that. We at the Family Alliance stand up for the family, traditional values, and a culture of life. And we ask you to join us. We appreciate all of you for attending and coming here and supporting us. If you would like to do more, we would be glad to have more help. There is a sign-up sheet on the table with different things that we do and different roles that you can sign up for. In particular, we would like to set up a team to work on doing what Meg has done, putting out information about the family life education curriculum in Prince William County for the families. We also would like help with monitoring the school boards, somebody attending the meetings and reporting back on them, and also help distributing voter guides and also contributing. That's one of our main expenses, is printing out the voter guides, letting people know where candidates stand on different issues. So we could use help with that. So I invite you all to join us. Please sign up for something or just give us your name and information if you're interested in doing anything with us. We'll contact you. And thank you so much for being here tonight.